Welcome to Book to Blueprint, where powerful books become practical blueprints for real life. You do not need more information, you need execution. This is Book to Blueprint. All right, let's get into it. Today, we're not just going to talk about Roger James Hamilton's The Millionaire Master Plan. No, we're going to build your actual actionable blueprint right from its pages. So forget the theory. This is all about your personal implementation guide, something you can use literally the second we're done here. Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to break it down into 6 parts. What you're actually going to achieve, the big idea behind it all, the system you'll run on, your first 90-day mission, the habits you need to keep going, and really important, the mistakes to avoid. Let's jump right in. So first things first, the core outcome. Before we dive into all the how-to stuff, we need to be super clear on the what. What's the end goal here? If you follow this plan, what is the actual tangible result you're going to get? And here it is. The whole point is to stop chasing every piece of conflicting advice out there. Instead, you're going to start building wealth on a path that's designed for you, one that works with your natural strengths, not against them. See, it's about finding your flow, not forcing it. All right, so let's get to the big idea. What's the magic ingredient that makes this whole thing tick? Well, I want you to think of it like a personal GPS, but for your money. Its only job is to give you clarity and point you in the right direction. Okay, look at this. Your wealth GPS has 2 parts, and they're both right here. On one side, you've got the wealth lighthouse. That's your map. It's got 9 different levels showing you every possible step on your financial journey. And on the other side, that's your genius profile. That's your compass. It doesn't just show you the destination. It shows you the best way for you to get there, using what you're naturally good at. So to put it really simply, the whole reason this master plan actually works is that it does what any good GPS does. First, it figures out exactly where you are right now. Then it maps out the best route for you based on who you are. It takes all the guesswork out of the equation. Okay, so how does this thing actually, work? That brings us to the operating system. And it's pretty simple, actually. It just needs 2 pieces of information from you, your genius and your level. Think of these as the 2 must-knows for this to work. Number 1, you've got to know your genius. That's your internal compass, right? It doesn't really change. And number 2, you have to know, honestly, what your level is. That's your "you are here" sticker on the map. So what is your genius? It's basically your natural superpower. Are you a dynamo, just full of great ideas and energy to start things? Or maybe you're a blaze, a total people person who can connect with anyone. You could be a tempo, really grounded, patient, with a great sense of timing. Or are you a steel, the one who loves the details and can make any system run perfectly? The key is, you don't have to be all of them. You just have to know which one you are. And here's that map again, the wealth lighthouse. See all those levels? There are 9 of them. And right down at the very bottom, that chaotic, stressful level where you're losing money every month, that's called the infrared level. The book makes it super clear your number 1 job before anything else is to get the heck out of that basement. Okay, this is probably the most important part. Let's get down to brass tacks, your immediate action plan. We're going to park the theory for a second. This is the stuff you can literally start doing today to see a real difference. And the book is so clear about this. It says anyone, and it really means anyone, can break free from that constant stress of debt and losing money. And you can do it in just 90 days. But, and this is a big but, it's going to take some serious, focused, and maybe even drastic action. So here are the 3 steps you absolutely have to take to escape that infrared level. Step 1, measure your money. You got to know where it's all going. Step 2, commit to a new conduct. That means changing your habits. And step 3, do your duty. It's like they say on an airplane, right? Put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. You got to get yourself stable. And I want to be really clear about something. This whole journey, it doesn't start with needing to make $1 million. It doesn't even start with 1,000. It starts with one single, totally achievable goal, getting just $100 ahead each month. That's it. That's the first win. I love this quote from the book because the math is just so simple and powerful. It shows you that you don't need some huge lottery-winning moment. It's all about small, consistent wins that build on each other. You just keep doubling that small amount, and before you know it, it's grown into something absolutely massive. Okay, so let's say you've made some progress. Awesome. But how do you make it stick? How do you make sure it's not just a one-time thing? Well, you have to install a new operating system, a new set of habits that makes growth almost automatic. The book boils it down to three core habits. First, you need a written vision. This is your why, your North Star. Then, you set your flight path with quarterly milestones. This turns your big dream into smaller, bite sized steps. And finally, you have a weekly score session. This is your weekly check in, your course correction to make sure you're still heading in the right direction. And when you put all that together, you get what the book calls the rhythm of success. It's a heartbeat for your finances. You've got your weekly check ins to handle the day to day, your monthly review of the numbers to keep yourself honest, the quarterly review to make sure the bigger projects are on track, and then the annual vision renewal to keep the fire lit. It's a system that just makes sure you're always aware of where you are and where you're going. All right, last but not least, we need to talk about the things that will absolutely sabotage your progress if you're not careful. The mental traps, the bad advice, the excuses. Just knowing what they are is half the battle. You have to actively kick out these old losing mindsets and replace them with winning ones. So instead of follow your passion at all costs, it's get financially stable first, then you'll have the freedom to follow your passion. Instead of pouring every last dime into the business, it's pay yourself first. A stable you means a stable business. And you got to be brutally honest with yourself here. Do any of these sound familiar? Oh, I can't possibly cut back anymore. There's no way I can earn more money. Or the big one, I just need a lucky break and everything will be fine. Come on, we've all been there. But spotting these excuses in your own head, that is the absolute first step to getting rid of them for good. Look, if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's this. Your financial situation is a result of your choices, not your circumstances. And that's actually great news because it means you have the power to change it. You can make a different choice and you can start right now. So there you have it. The blueprint is all here. You've got the map, you've got your compass, and you know the first steps. The only real question left is, what are you going to build with it in the next 90 days? If you have a book in mind that should be added to our list, comment below. If this blueprint helped you, subscribe and build with us. We are doing this one book at a time. Remember, you do not attract what you want. You attract what you do. More blueprints are coming. Stay intentional, stay consistent. Now it is time to act and build.